So long story short, I'll never eat potato salad again. Never, ever, never, ever.
When do you think they're going to let you back in New Jersey?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to go back.
That's about
I never really wanted to go.
Is that nursery school going to sue?
They might. I mean, I don't know. As long as I don't...
Guys.
Oh, no.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pete's Basement. We got 2 weeks worth of comic books in front of us. We got Comic-Con from last week to review for you.
Which episode is this?
I don't know. I stopped counting a long time ago.
44?
Yeah.
Okay.
44 sounds good.
Yeah.
44, folks?
44.
44, folks. Before we start, we want to give a big thanks to all our fans on MySpace, all our new friends. I've been checking our feedback and our comments and our messages. We love you guys, and we're still trying to figure out why you love us. But hey, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, we always say.
You said feedback. You said feedback?
I said feedback.
You never say don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You said specifically, look that gift horse in the mouth. See what you got in it.
When was the last time you received a gift from a horse? Because, frankly, I haven't.
It was last Hanukkah, and it was not generous. Not generous at all.
Little bastard didn't give you a dreidel, did he?
No, he made him something special.
Maybe something special, all right. But it wasn't very nice.
Especially want to thank Russ, who immediately threw Pete's Basement up onto his top friends list. That was real cool of you. I want to thank Tammy, who promised to spread the word of Pete's Basement. I want to thank Literate Machine, which is kind of like this website for up-and-coming artists and creators and everything. They said they were going to feature our last episode on the site, and they were going to keep in touch with us. We're going to keep in touch with them, and you can find our episodes there as well. And Tony D from superfrat.com, he does this webcomic called Superfrat, and
Which is actually pretty fucking funny.
I don't do webcomics too much just because I do the internet at work, and frankly I can't really deal with it when I get home.
He does the internet.
He does the internet. He just sounds like my mom.
You know how to do the email? I can't get my internet to work. And those guys...
I ain't exactly the most articulate son of a bitch you might meet, so if I confuses me words every now and then...
See, now you just sound like Popeye if he was drunk. And there's also, from Enemy Entertainment catalog, Witch Hunter #1 is now available. You can reach the creators at myspace.com/witchhuntercomic.com or just go to monarchcomicslayer.com. You gotta work on your URL there, buddy. No one would type all that in unless they had like
Ritalin in their system.
something like that. But we still recommend that you take a look, and we appreciate everybody on that list who has given us a lot of support, and we welcome your continued support as well.
And also, we were given minions of Khan that we're all going to read by next week. Or
Yes. And I can tell by the cover already that it's a decent quality book. So thanks for the hint. And shall we move on, sir?
Yes, we shall.
What's up first?
Adam, you have been talking my ear off about Secret Six.
Well, although you are not a great fan of Gail Simone and think that she is a horrible four-letter word that doesn't involve anything other than the female genitalia,
I
I'm
only
going
think
to
that
say-
because she has no business writing Batman.
I will concede that, but she has every bit of business writing the Secret Six, which is pretty much the closest thing you're going to get to Lethal Weapon meets supervillainy meets...
There's a really sick supervillain in that, actually. What's that guy's name again?
Junior. Just Junior. Just Junior.
He's like a crippled guy or something? Well, what's his story?
Junior walks around someplace on the West Coast, indeterminate, wearing a sheet over his head on crutches, twisting people's heads off.
Yeah, that was
because
really
that's kind of
sick.
what he does.
Like my grandfather.
This who was
Just like
yelling
the
at him
grandfather.
in a phone booth like, I need to get in there, I got customers to call. Just like, hold on a sec. And just fucking tears the bitch's head off.
That is not a spoiler even. Gail Simone writes great banter. These are all like D-list characters. They're all villains. It's the Secret Six thus far is Bane, who broke Batman's back at one point. Deadshot.
I like that shot, actually.
Deadshot is a great villain in the DCU, and they're using him in a bunch of other books. Catman, gayest name in the comic book. Ragdoll, second gayest name. And then you have, I forgot what they fucking call her.
It begins with an S.
It's an S word. Scandal, who's Vandal Savage's daughter. Sixth member is indeterminate right now. This is basically them trying to get this one artifact that every supervillain in the DC universe wants.
Is this a miniseries or is this ongoing?
No, right now it's an ongoing, based off an original mini that she did like 2 years ago.
I remember.
It's a great book. Banter's great. If you're a big fan of like Joss Whedon stuff, it's very similar banter. It's good stuff, good action. The very last page, yeah, the very last page is great. I could do a spoiler alert. In fact, I will.
Okay.
Wait, we
If you want to fast forward, now's your chance.
We won't play it.
Right there. You see that little piece of cheese right there? That is your indicator as to when you should run away from the screen or plug your ears. You find out the artifact they're looking for was made by the devil himself. It is a get-out-of-hell-free card. And that is why every DC villain wants their hands on it, because obviously if you're a DC villain...
That's an original idea.
It's a very slick idea, and it's written great. Chances are this book isn't going to last very long, because like most DC books, they're probably going to fuck it up by issue 8, maybe 10. But I still recommend it. Gail Simone writes her ass off on this. The artwork by Nicholas Scott is also really good as well. That leads us to our speaking of books that get fucked up.
Okay,
or do you want to actually continue with books by DC?
Yeah, no, let's stay on a high note for a second.
Okay, good.
There.
Because there's some books this week by DC that made me want to go ahead and fist kittens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That bad. That bad.
You did it anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I did do it anyway, but I blame it on DC.
Right.
When they arrested me for this,
No, it's okay.
DC did it.
Okay.
I'm going to blame Dan Didio and say that he was drinking absinthe with me beforehand.
Superman Batman 53 was the start to a new story arc. And actually, the past 2 issues with those little mini JLA guys from the Fifth Dimension, that was really fucking funny.
Yeah, this is like a vintage book. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely.
It's just fun, and nothing that happens here actually qualifies in the
As
main.
continuity,
Yeah.
so you still got Batman running around on that bullshit Grant Morrison stories, including.
Can we not talk about that until
no,
we reach the toilet paper run of DC?
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
No real spoilers here since it's the first part in the story arc, but something weird happens during a fight with Silver Banshee, and Superman and Batman wind up exchanging powers. Now, as you know,
doesn't have any powers.
no, but Batman is like the pinnacle of human evolution. He's just fucking the best fighter in the world. He's one of the best athletes, and now Superman has to learn how to deal with being...
He's also a fantastic lover, ladies and gentlemen. When I say fantastic, I mean giving, he cuddles, the whole 9 yards. Batman, ladies and gentlemen.
You love your comic books, don't you?
I might make
You
a little.
sick bastard. You.
It's the only real...
And the last page is really cool. It's Batman having just survived a big-ass explosion, and he shows up at Superman's door with his eyes glowing of heat vision. He's flying. He's like, Clark, we need to talk. I don't know what's
I'm trying to figure out why he looks significantly like the Terminator, though, with that fucking picture.
Yeah, he does. There's a lot of... He's got...
By the way,
body armor,
Rags Morales
triangles.
illustrates. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Definitely a fun read. I highly recommend you pick it up. What else we got from DC this week? Batman Cocky Phony.
Cacophony.
Yeah, I can never pronounce that word.
Written by Kevin Smith of...
I actually didn't know that when I first saw the book. It was just Adam Kubert's artwork on the cover that drew me right to it. And basically this...
Interior art is very good, too.
Yeah, this weird guy breaks the Joker out of jail. Who is this dude?
Kevin Smith, when he first brought back Green Arrow, writing that series, created this really horrible villain called Onomatopoeia. Yeah, that's the name of the villain.
And if you don't know what that word means, get your ass to a dictionary or go on dictionary.com and look the fucking thing up.
You like that? You don't even pay our bills and we're giving them plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a really great villain-centric Batman arc. I still don't understand why they can't do stories like this in the main Batman comics. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure it's kind of a conspiracy by the editors to make sure that they fuck up continuity on a constant basis.
I'll go with that. It's a good book, though. I really liked it, actually.
And it's only 3 issues long, so that's not a lot of time to fuck it up. It's not going to be running too long.
In short bursts, DC doesn't fuck up. It's amazing.
Yeah, really.
What else did Batman do this week?
Continuing on a high note, this is actually 2 weeks old. Detective Comics 850, Heart of Hush, Part 5 concludes. This was really fucking good. Honestly, I always like when Batman and Hush go right at each other.
I mean, it's just so funny. Paul Dini was the guy that travesty Countdown from last year, and he actually is writing his.
He actually really does well on Batman, and he was
surprising as shit.
He started doing issue-spanning arcs maybe about a year or 2 ago, but when he first got on, it was really only like 1-issue stories, and it focused mainly on Batman doing detective work. So even if you go out and buy a couple of Dini's back issues...
Do you need to be reading Batman R.I.P.?
No, I honestly think that you should even wipe your ass with Batman R.I.P.
Then what the fuck is the connection? They bill it pretty prominently.